Hello, everybody. Astro-gravitational report for today, for the August 31st. Looking at in the morning, in there, guys, there's going to be some very good energies coming up to you in the morning. Why? The moon, the emotions, the energies that is going to be inside, they're going to be working to accomplish something. Some kind of good, positive actions in there to be completed. The moon is in a Capricorn. We are talking about Capricorn. That is the energy of the pro, the professional, someone who looks the professional, but also that is the house of the public servant. So talking about this, you may have to be going on today and you gotta be doing something out of the ordinary. You maybe go and be the good Samaritan, and you can go ahead and be the good person tomorrow. But all that is going to be coming because the moon, Mars, and Jupiter, they're in a beautiful trines in the morning. However, you're going to be having choices within your authority to participate or not. But looking at within this, later on the moon is going to be moving throughout the day, and she's going to be coming up with Pluto and trining Uranus. That is usually when the emotions are working very well together. You go back in time, and if something didn't happen back in time, it may happen today. Only thing you have to do is leave the things within divine hands. Talking about if you're in a soul relationships, you have to review something from within yourself as well. Why? Because all the energy of Pluto is coming back, but Uranus is forward. You receive what happened in the past, but you are moving forward. You are manifesting something. And during those aspects of these deep transformations with all the sudden changes, we're talking about sudden luck. Okay? Some of you maybe win a lottery, somebody maybe all of a sudden solve a financial issue, and so on and so on. Just to remind you, we are going to have a beautiful workshop at Spain. It's going to be in Malaga, October 6, 7, and 8. If you're interested, it is about soul relationships and energy. All right, guys. So to go back into the astrology report at 6 o'clock, you may feel a little bit nervous. Why? Ascendant is together with the Sun. It is opposing Pluto and is squaring Jupiter. Usually, as I said, that be careful in the next week or so. Talking about this aspect usually leads to a people who are feeling helpless, hopeless, and so on, and they feel like it's not maturing. What do they need to mature there? It is about the authority to mature, to take responsibility over yourself, and be the coach from within you. Some of you is going to be learning through that positions in this case. Talking about 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock, the energy is going to be more intense because the ascendant is going to be going from 7 till 8 o'clock. It's going to be going through Lilith, Venus, and at 8 o'clock it's going to be joining Mercury. Why Mercury? Why I put more focus within this? Mercury is the communications, but also what do you do with your hands. So talking about like be mindful about things that goes on. Okay, wrong talk to the wrong doing. And talking about this, Mercury, it is squaring midheaven and Uranus, and it's opposing Saturn. Have you not learned how to talk? Have not learned how to communicate? Or you're not communicating properly? Or you're suffering from something someone has told you so, and you take it personally. So be careful with your communications in this. You're going to be dealing throughout the day with that. Probably we're talking about around 3 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, Mars is going to be on the ascendant and the rising energies. That is going to be at the moment that you are going to be seeing like, okay, time for actions. I can't just sit like this. I need to do something. I need to manifest something. I need to get into something. The energy is good. I feel good. I feel right. I feel power. I have to go ahead and do the things that I need to do. Very good for a new projects at work to be getting started. Very powerful energy because that is the warrior, the growth, and the intuitions. You got all three that you need. And guess what? The all three, they are in the earth signs. You basically go ahead, do what you have to. This is going to be a very beautiful moment of you to do something new. Talking about later on at 10 and 11 o'clock, the energy is going to be calmed down. At 11 o'clock, there's going to be some divine energies with Saturn, and Saturn is with the Sun. That is about, hey, let's have a balance instead of fighting here. You might going to find out that a lot of your energies is not moving, but something else is behind it. That is it, the divine energies that you're going to feel. The harmonious aspect, it's only a few. But the divine aspects and the intensity, pressure, oppositions, and squares I'm talking about, they are going to be kind of like equalized throughout the day, but mostly creating this about you to look the places you have not looked before. And what I mean by that, you're going to be looking at from within yourself, your actions, your authority, your love, your understanding. You're going to be looking at, is your actions give the right results? Which is the moon that is going to be at Capricorn. You're going to see that maybe something was not right from the beginning, or something that is not right. You think that, oh, come on, I have to stop this, I have to do this. No, you have to redo the thing, you to improve it. So improve on yourself later on at 1 o'clock, midheaven, it's going to be with the Sun. Not much interesting there because it's the same energies from yesterday. All right, that is this oppositions with Pluto and the Moon. It's gonna be feeling this full moon energies right now for it, but not really yet. But you're gonna feel these pressures of the emotions. Is like, are you the pro in your kingdom? Are you a proper king? Are you the proper queen? Whoops. Challenges inside of it. Who knows? The teacher knows what you learn. If you didn't learn, you're going to learn. Saturn is retrograde. He's whispering you. I told you so. You're going to hear that probably today, tomorrow, the next few days, and so on, till Saturn it goes back direct. So it is what it is. But looking at that, it is about you to grow, you to mature in order everything to be the way it's supposed to be. So interesting. At 2 o'clock midheaven, it's going to be between Lilith and Venus and Leo. There's going to be some divine energies between the Moon, Pluto, and Neptune. So the Moon, more it's going, closing into getting in conjunctions in union with Pluto. Usually that is at a time when the intuitions inside of you, it gets together for deep transformations. You're going to see the good, you're going to see the bad, but there is no good and there is no bad. And you're like, what the heck? You're learning that everything that it has to opposite, it's about for you to learn, you to improve yourself. But you can't make a wise decision as a king or queen if you don't know the both two sides of the story. It's not about judgment, it is about justifying. Okay? It's not about you go ahead and do things. It is about you to twist things, to turn things, but not to manipulate, but to adjust it in a proper way according to the divine energies. So that energy is going to be persistent. Talking about 3 o'clock, you be careful with these communications of yours. As I said, you're going to be have to dealing with this soon or later. You're going to be looking at that. You have to learn how to do it, and especially the work of within you. But since Saturn, it is squaring called Venus, Mercury, midheaven, and Mars at the same time, you may going to find yourself like self-restricting. Why? Because you don't know the whole story. You don't know the whole story. So at 4 o'clock, the energy is going to be a little better. Midheaven, it is at 24 degrees of Virgo. The moon is in 24 degrees and 22 degrees Uranus is in Taurus. Very beautiful kite. Your work will be pay off when you go through all these situations within you. You're gonna be happy of what did you do with yourself. Okay? Still, the hardest lessons are sometimes tested through a harder ships. But the bigger the problem, the bigger the reward, the bigger the miracle. And the miracle is you. And some of you is gonna feel within this because you're gonna feel like healed, reborn. There is a beautiful kind made of this time that is involving Uranus, the moon, Pluto, and your inner work that you do. So if you have to heal, if you have to go ahead and meditate, if you have to go out at some place, you to have quiet, it's gonna be a very beautiful time. So midheaven it goes at 5 and 6 o'clock is transiting into Libra. There is a beautiful energies they are coming. First of all, there is a divine energies from Jupiter. There is going to be some divine energies with Uranus in there. Sudden things, all of a sudden is adjusting. Like, well, this was not correct, twist it. This was not correct, put in a balance. This was not correct, given in a balance. I mean, you name it. It's going to be a very interesting things from within you. Talking about 6 o'clock. At 6 o'clock, midheaven, it's 27 degrees of Libra. That is a divine energies with Neptune and Venus. But Venus is already in divine aspects from Pluto as well. So we're talking about like the divine balance has to be made. It is made from within you. It's made with this. And that inner work is going to help in the Venus to reevaluate, to redo things, to refigure out, reconfigure, retransform, recalibrations. All right? If you don't know what calibrations is that it's fine tuning. You have to fine tune yourself. So at 7 o'clock, midheaven, it's going to be going into Scorpio. Ascendant, though, is focus of the moon and Pluto. You're going to feel these rising energies that it's coming in. Also, this energies of the full moon is going to begin to be felt. It's like, okay, something is coming. I better get ready. You may going to feel this intensity of that pressure of the moon. But it's all about how you're going to be clearing everything that should have been cleared a long time ago within your shadow. If your shadow was cleaned, if your secrets was told, and you are within your true self, you got nothing to worry about it. But if you have something that needed to be handled, the universe knows. Uranus is opposing midheaven at 27 degrees at 8 o'clock in the afternoon. He knows what's going on, and he cannot escape. And you know within your soul, it is what it is. So talking about 9 o'clock energy, midheaven is in Sag, expressions of the divine, and beautiful trines with the sun, with the authority. You take the authority to expressing what's happened with that growth of yours. And since Mars is in beautiful trine with Jupiter, it is about growth. That is one of the kink is like, you know what? This was not correct. This is not correct. We have to look at this more mature ways. I don't need any programming in there that you guys give it to me how to rule my kingdom. I'm learning that lesson. Some of you is going to be learning the lessons is to learn, to mature, and take energies from within your own self. So talking about this 10 o'clock, you're going to feel this. The moon and Pluto are together, and they are opposing the sun. That is like the queen sees the wrongdoing of the king and is like, we're going to end up in troubles. We are going to end up in troubles. And the sun is like, what? I'm the king. I'm saying what? Like, you'll find out. I'm going to let you fail so you learn. And to remind you that this is going to be causing things because the moon from the new moon is learning the process till the full moon is learning what it needs to do. And then from the full moon, she does it. So it's not a full moon yet. You have not learned things. There's a little bit more time. Tomorrow you're going to be learning things as well. So talking about 11 o'clock and let's say properly I should say midnight to add it in there. The energies is going to be of the work intense. You may not sleeping, you may not doing the things, maybe it's divine energies is too much. Why? The moon and Pluto in the midheaven, they're going to be together at Capricorn, shifting towards Aquarius. You're going to feel like I have to rebel. I have to do something. I gotta empower. I have to find the new ways. I have to do something new because the old ways, they're not open. They're not working. Old keys doesn't open new doors. It's required new keys. It requires some new situations. And some of you, tomorrow, August 1st, you guys gonna be looking at that. You are gonna be looking for something new. So that's what it was, the Astro-gravitational report. Thank you guys for watching it. Thank you for the supporting the channel. And if you have any comments, please post them below. And hopefully this report helps you from within you. Hopefully that it kind of like help you to navigate and to understand the surrounding areas around you, but also what you're going to be dealing. Maybe the people around you, they're dealing with the situations and how you to be better within yourself, but then and better with others. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and come back tomorrow for another Astro-gravitational report.